it's Jen and Joe from Training Logs of Parents of Eight. This was week 4 of our training for Dopey for the Walt Disney World marathon weekend, and I don't know. This week was kind of like a blur almost.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just sitting here trying to remember it.
Yeah, and it was just kind of a blur. But anyway, welcome to the channel. Thanks for viewing. Make sure you hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell so that you get notified when we have a new video for you. It tends to be every Sunday because that's just
when we have time.
How our life works. So this week on Monday, we were all kind of tired because we got back from the beach late Sunday night.
Yes.
So Monday was kind of dragging. 3 of our girls stayed with family up at the beach. So our house was kind of different this week. It was odd.
Yes.
Yeah, quiet and odd. I don't know.
It was lacking the little kid energy in the house.
Yeah, I don't like it. But anyway, they had fun. They enjoyed their time with cousins and family, so that's good. And we ran on Monday. So now instead of Monday and Wednesday being 30 minutes long, we've now increased it to 45 minutes. So that, I didn't feel like that was a big jump because we had been running over that 30-minute time frame.
Right, we've been running the 5K anyways, so we ended up
and that usually takes us about 32, 33 minutes instead of the 30 minutes that is
right. So
allotted for or whatever.
So instead of going 3.1, we went almost 4 exactly.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it wasn't that much more.
Was this the run that we had to come back over the railroad tracks and then we had to turn and go around?
Yes.
And I had to keep running past you?
So yeah, so the way that we come across these railroad tracks, and it's right, not even 100 yards from the intersection.
Yeah.
And we turn left and maybe another 100 yards down, I hit
your time? Or you?
I hit my distance. I hit my distance and then I hit my time because I stopped.
You stopped
and then because I didn't hit click and I hit the 4 miles, and then I looked down and realized I had like another minute and a half to get to the time. So I ran like a minute and a half, not very far. But then you had to go down the block and like down this. You almost had to run the full extra block, which.
So
if you go though, it's like we do like a block and a half the way. It's a big block and a little block, and the one loop is 4/10 of a mile.
Something like that.
I think it was two big and one small equals a mile.
Right.
Yes, we've clocked the distance around our block for running and walking purposes.
Yeah. Because sometimes we don't calculate things correctly on long runs, and we know if we get back home how many times we have to go around to get to it. I'm sure everybody has that. The kids laugh. Well, Mom didn't calculate things right.
Yeah, but it was weird because we started together. We run not much farther apart than this.
I mean, sometimes I'm in front just because the sidewalk's so narrow, or sometimes you're in front because my pace is dropping and I need you to pace
or
off.
When we're in certain spots, like if the bike path is wide enough, we'll run side by side.
Right. So I don't understand.
So it's never more than 5 to 10 feet one way or the other.
I mean, but it should even out, right? Like sometimes I'm in front, you're behind, and then we swap like halfway through.
Right, but
so I don't understand.
Yeah, with that one, you were 3 to 4 times. 3/10 of a mile longer to get to your time because it was your time and your distance you had to run to.
I don't. Was it? I know when you stopped, I looked at my watch because I can see now.
She's got contacts. Because this is yours,
right?
And it's saying you ran 46 minutes to get to 4 miles, so you had to run an extra minute or so.
1 minute. I mean, big deal. That's not the end of the world. But it was just a weird thing. Like we usually stop.
If anything, when we start doing, so we say 3, 2, 1, start.
Right.
So you're a second or so off.
Anyways,
but you were reading today about the watches and trees can it shouldn't impact the time. Anyways. The run itself wasn't bad. I mean, what was our pace?
Was that the one where we felt like our legs were heavy?
No, I thought. I don't know. All week we kept saying our legs felt heavy. I thought this is the ones all week was the best one.
Yeah, I agree with that. But usually Mondays are bad.
Yes, but I actually thought. I want to say I thought this one wasn't bad.
Yeah. So Tuesday.
Cross training.
Yeah, it was our cross training. But so 3 of the girls were at the beach, and then I had one little that was doing basketball camp from like 9:30 in the morning until there's the train. 9:30 in the morning until about 2 in the afternoon. So he was occupied and tired when we came home, which was good. He has a lot of energy,
Yes.
and so that was good for him. But Tuesday we walked.
Yeah, it ended up just being the way everything worked out. We just ended up walking that evening, quick.
Yeah, I don't know. We can't seem to find something cross training wise that,
We can't go to the pool consistently. It never works out.
or it rains when we can go.
We had batting practice on Tuesday in the afternoon.
Oh, that's right.
Because we coached the softball team, and we had our alumni game this weekend, so we'd open
Right.
up the cage on Tuesday and Thursday,
That's what it was.
so the girls could come hit if they wanted to. So yeah, we had the group down there hitting.
Yeah.
So that was at 5:30 to 7, and then I think we walked after that during Teresa's basketball. No, yeah, well,
Yes.
what was his basketball?
So that's why we did that. That
We
makes more
will
sense
eventually
now.
remember what we did during the week.
I'm telling you guys, it's like a blur.
So, anyways, yeah, I mean, so it didn't work out. We couldn't go to the pool because of that. And
But the weather this week was weird for Virginia in
It was
August. It was
82, cool,
Yeah.
low humidity.
well, at least cool for us. I mean,
It was 60 something on August 1st in the morning.
yeah, it was weird.
It's normally
Just
90 something.
Like today, it's usually like today.
Yes,
yeah.
today's not nice.
Yeah, no, today's very hot. And that's me saying that. So on Wednesday, that was another 45-minute run. And we did another 4 miles. And yeah,
Yeah, so this is the one.
I mean, that one, it's almost identical.
Yes.
I mean, we need that 1 extra minute to get to the 4 miles. Now,
Yeah.
I will not stop at 45 minutes with 3.96 showing on my watch. I just can't do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one.
Yeah, it just seems random just to stop.
It's so weird. Like, I don't know. Like,
I know we're supposed to be training to time, but when you're that close to clicking over,
1 minute's not going to hurt you. I mean, it's all about time on our feet anyway. So, I mean,
no, but we're that.
I guess maybe I should run faster to get
No.
to that 4 miles and not nearly
as
45.
we've been adding more time, it's the
Yeah.
pace.
I've noticed it in my legs this week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yes. Well,
just
'cause
being
I-
more tired.
As we were saying yesterday, because it didn't seem like it doesn't sound like much, because an extra 15 minutes on Monday, an extra 15 minutes on Wednesday, an extra 15 minutes on Saturday. What's an extra 45 minutes throughout the week of running?
Right.
So,
it's
it's
another
not
4 miles.
Yeah, it's not a lot each day,
Yeah.
but the cumulative effect, I definitely felt it this week. It'll be interesting to see as we go to next week. Do we feel it again, or is
Does
it
our
now our
bodies
bodies adjusted? Yeah.
Adjusted to it. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, the elevation gain always throws me because we don't always run the same pattern, although we have started going down that one way past
Right.
down the hill, so it's a little downhill.
And then
But I swear that one climb is
which one? The one with the 4-way stop?
no. Going up to the 4-way stop when we go down the hill and then we have to go back up it on that bike.
Yeah.
Like on
Yeah.
the bike lane in the
We
road.
turn right at the first 4-way stop. The one down by the shopping center. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's the first
Before
one,
we
right?
get to it, yeah.
It's not very steep.
It's
but
steep, but it's
It's
gradual.
not that. I mean, we only had a 19-foot elevation game. It's just gradual. It's half a mile long at least, where it's not straight up. It's not even like it's probably a
But
fairly
it just
low,
makes me feel like I'm literally crawling.
because it's just enough that it's like impacting your gait and your pace to where you do feel like it's not visually steep enough. There's another hill we ran where you see the hill on Wednesday,
on Friday. Mm.
where there was a hill and you knew there was a hill, and like mentally like, oh, this is going to stink, but I can get up this hill, I can see the slope.
Embrace that suck, because that's what that one was.
But this other one, you look and you go, well, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see it goes up, but not that much. But
It's
it's
just
the
the duration.
constant, and
Yeah.
it just. So yeah, we tend to go down that one cul-de-sac because it's flat.
Well, I
It's a
think
break.
that one breaks it up
It
some.
does.
Like,
No,
I
because
don't
the one
feel
day
as
we
like
didn't do it. I think Monday or Wednesday we didn't do it,
Yeah.
and then we did it Saturday, and it's definitely.
You can feel the difference. I mean, it's mental,
But otherwise, we're running up that slow incline for 20 minutes.
It's just awful. Anyway,
Yeah, that's our own wine.
that's our
It will
complaint.
survive. So that was Wednesday. Again, got out in the evening to cool down a little bit.
Oh, in the evening? That was like bedtime.
That would also help if we didn't run it and we're ready to go to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
We might
I
do
was
better.
so tired that night. I don't know why, but 10 p.m. runs are getting exhausting. Thursday was a choose your own adventure. We just walked. I didn't put that up.
No, but yeah, we just.
It was just a walk. I don't know. There was a couple of things that went on that day
Well,
that
we had
was like,
batting again. Then
you
we
know,
had
like
to
a
go.
mismatch of things.
We had to
Kids
go
went
grab your grandfather's car because it needed to get its inspection.
Oh, that's right. We dropped it off.
So
it was there
we
first
had
thing in the
batting
morning.
to go with that. Then we had
Yeah.
to get them. Was that the day we had food or the next day? Friday we had food.
Friday we did food. No, we just dropped off the car. Oh no, we got them dinner. Yeah. Sorry. So we were walking. The reason I don't have it up here, because my phone or my watch, it died halfway through the walk because I don't know what time that was at, but probably
It was
something
around 11:30 when we
probably
finished.
something ridiculous like 11:30 at night. I mean,
Well, because we had to watch.
even with three less kids in the house, you would have thought we would have been able to get out of the house faster. But we
Except
had
for
other
Teresa's,
things.
our oldest daughter has decided she's got to take advantage of not being there because there's some show that she wants us all to watch
That's
together.
right.
And so we had to get that in
Did
so
we
she could
finally
go to
get
bed.
caught up?
We're only halfway through.
Oh dear. Okay. We're going to have to rearrange how we do this because this walking and running at
She
11
needs to get to bed.
Well,
The 7-year-old is
I know.
tired and needs to go to bed.
I know.
Anyways.
I guess,
that was
I guess
our
I just have
Thursday.
to be tired. Friday, we took the car back. Okay, so Friday was like, I felt like I would sit down to do work for 30 minutes and then I'd have to get up and go do something for someone else and then I'd sit back down for 30 minutes. Friday was just like a complete, like, I could not literally start something without having to get up to go take care of something for somebody else,
Right.
which is fine. You know, it's just how that day went. So my grandparents live. What did we actually clock that at? Like
2.1 or something.
something.
Well, it's a little farther, but they've got that hill, and when you come out of their community and you go left to go up to the street,
Right.
that
is
sucker is.
We walk that.
And that's tiring walking it.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to like lean forward and push.
Yeah,
push
it's a
with
big
your
hill.
toes. I mean,
we're not up to that.
There's running down that, and then there's no running up it. I mean, not for me. I'm not.
No,
I don't feel like I need to tackle that.
No.
So anyway, we did that. We ran home, but that is literally all uphill.
There was a little bit at the beginning where you go downhill, but once you go across the main intersection, yeah, I mean, it was up towards the middle school.
And
we went
what this thing doesn't show is that it says our average pace was 11:11, but
well, this is one we started off, and we both swore if you'd asked us, we were doing a 12-minute pace.
Yeah.
12:30. I mean, we thought it was horrible.
Right.
It felt like we were putzing along. We looked down at our watch. It was 10:20.
Oh yeah, 10:15, something.
Well,
I mean,
so,
something. I mean, not ridiculous. We've been able to maintain that
ridiculous
speed for
compared to what we felt.
right, and that used to be our 10K pace.
Yeah.
For at least 3 miles, it would
Yeah,
be.
we were a 5K pace, definitely.
No, we got I look back at for Wine and Dine of 2019, our 5K pace was 9:30. Believe it or not.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, if you look at.
But I don't know what it is this time around, but everything is harder. And don't say that. Don't say it because I am not. Yeah, that's what he's going to say. I'm getting old, and
Older.
I'm not. I am not getting old. I will not get old. I will always be. I've always said this.
No,
My mom used to tease me. I always would say, I'm not going to get old. She used to make fun of me.
I think we don't act like we're getting older.
So
I think more of it too is
I don't know what it is.
we're building up faster. So when we did the first Princess,
Yeah.
and we did that C2 5K, and then we did the 10K, that to get to a 10K, I want to say they were each like 8 weeks long or something. They were a long. The
Build.
first,
So the base was strong.
right. So with the first plan that we did, it was literally like walk for like a minute, then run for a minute, and it slowly get us up to where you ran for like 10 minutes, took like a 5-minute break, then ran for 10 minutes, and slowly put it all together.
Yeah.
But that was like, honestly, it was like an 8-week program of running 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And then the next one was another.
Well, you jumped into like week.
You jumped into like week 8, but then it was like another 6 weeks beyond that. So total, that was a 12 to 14 week to go from nothing to a 10K.
Yeah.
Now I know we weren't at nothing, but we're on week 4, and we're running a 10K now on Saturdays.
True.
So, and then we're running in. Whereas that when you were running like in the week, you weren't running your full distance. Like we're running a 5K on Monday. Well, actually 4 miles on Monday, 4 miles on Wednesday, 3 miles on Friday, and then 6 miles on Saturday. So that's 4 and 4 is 8, and 3 is 11, and I must say 6, 17. We're 17 to 18 miles this past week.
Wow.
Whereas that other one, when we were getting to the 10K, it was a 10K on Saturday, and then it was like maybe a 5K during the week, and then you didn't run straight through. You're running it with, you ran for like 10 minutes, you took like a 10-minute break, you ran for 10 minutes, took a.
Yeah. Okay.
So you built.
But like I said, the base was strong.
Right. So this one, luckily, before we started this program, we had been walking for a month or so.
But we had been running.
And we've been running, but we had just really gotten ourselves to around a 5K, and so this one, it's the quickly accelerating to this 10K.
Yeah.
And then we'll quickly accelerate. I mean, it'll get you towards a half marathon. We're going to be there close to the end of the month. We'll be close to a half marathon, which
I don't know. I'm tired.
Thinking about it? Is that more than you handle thinking about it?
I don't know.
So anyway, it's a Saturday. Saturdays, as we were just talking about, was our long run.
Yeah, it was.
So we didn't get up again. Once again, we didn't get up as early as we wanted because again, Friday night we were up watching. If any of you have watched
Olympics
and OBX.
Oh yeah, OBX. I don't mind it. It's kind of like.
I mean, since we can guess 60% of the show based on what's happening this scene week.
The kids like it. At least we're watching it with them, and.
Yes, it's not horrible.
Yeah,
it's not the best written show.
I mean, yeah, it's all right.
Anyways, so we got up, and actually, it wasn't bad that we got up too later because the weather wasn't bad.
No.
So the last couple of Saturdays where it's been miserable.
Dripping.
It was 75, and
at one point we both said to each other, "What is the humidity?"
Right, because that did creep up.
Yeah, I know. We were both listening to podcasts and running. And then I think my podcast finished, and then I went to music. Did you go to another podcast?
I went through a podcast and a half, and then I did a little music at the end.
Yeah.
Because the second podcast.
I don't know the way. I don't know. I think I prefer on these long past a 10K talking.
The music gets it's.
I don't know.
Some people are music, and they're very good about getting all the songs they like.
Yeah.
That's too much effort. I'm going to be completely honest. That becomes too much effort for me to track down the songs I like. So I listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And I've gotten
to find a couple more so that I can.
When you got to get to the point where you listen at 1.5 times speed.
What?
So you can play at regular speed, or you can speed it up. Instead of double the speed, you do it 1.5.
Does it sound funny when they talk?
You get used to it, and it depends on the people. Because some of the podcasts I listen to, they sound normal because they talk a little slow and they kind of have long pauses and they kind of belabor the point. So it's like, okay, I either need to skip 30 seconds.
You know how I am with people that talk fast.
No. This isn't. No.
Okay.
There's one podcast I listen to that you can't listen to fast. He already talks too fast to begin with. Normally, if you speed him up, it sounds like the chipmunks.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, so we got out and we ran that route. Obviously, apparently the way we ran, we got a 40-foot elevation gain, but we were under 12 minutes.
Yeah.
My legs were heavy. Your legs were heavy. It took us a while.
I don't know. That one just felt like I could never get my stride or cadence, whatever you want to call it.
Breathing, I was fine.
Yeah, I know. At one point, you said to me, "Are you doing okay? It sounds like you're struggling." And I said, "Well, I feel like I am, but I feel like I can keep going." I was like, that was at that one point, like 20 minutes left in the run, and I felt like I could just stop and walk.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just kept going, and I just kept making it like, okay, I just need to get to that traffic light, and then I just have to keep. I just need to get to that driveway, and I have to get to that stop sign, and I can make it to the railroad track. Like mentally, I just had to keep telling myself just a little bit further, just a little bit further, just a little bit further. It was a mental game at that point to finish, and I mean, we went further than we did the week before. I mean,
yes,
not by much, but we did go further.
No, I know at the beginning I couldn't get my feet to. My legs just felt off, and then about 30 minutes in, I started to feel better, and then probably with about 15-20 minutes to go, I kind of lost that rhythm again, and it was just, I think adding those extra miles during the week, you felt it on Saturday. So this week we do the same pattern. So hopefully,
we do the same pattern this coming week. Monday is the 9th.
45.
Choose your own, cross training, free run.
Oh no, we go to an hour 30 this Saturday.
So we add 15 minutes on Saturday this coming up week.
That's gonna be fun.
I mean,
check back next week to see if we survive.
Well, we will. It's a matter if we can run that whole time. I just feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I need like a couple. This is gonna sound really dumb. A couple of times.
At the same distance?
Yeah. Not the distance, the time.
Well, because when you do the same time, your body, your muscles can get used to it. You can develop the base, the endurance. This plane does not allow us to hang out at those spots.
Yeah, no, like we're never going to hang out at hour 15 that was the last time.
So we did it twice, and then we're on to an hour 30 this week.
And then it rapidly starts jumping.
I think it goes to 2 after that.
Yeah.
And then to like 3 and 4.
So I don't know.
Our marathon plan is not to run the full marathon.
I know that this is in my brain is not going to work out the way I see it working out because
you say these things to me every time, and then the day of the event, she says to me, "We're only going to run a mile, then we'll stop and we'll do something, then we'll run the next mile." Well, I'm not stopping.
Well, it's a race, right? I mean.
Disney races are not the same thing.
Well, we didn't know that though on the first one.
No, you just wouldn't stop because you were worried if you stopped, you'd never start again.
That is true, because we didn't train like that. We trained and we ran 10Ks when we ran.
Yes, and stopping and standing in line to take a picture.
Yeah,
is a rest. The other thing that we didn't do the first time that we learned after that is the water stations. So like we would grab water and we're trying to run and try and drink because you got to keep moving. So
it's not worth it.
It's dangerous going through there. There's enough people going in and out with water.
So much water on the ground.
Right.
And you don't realize it. I was running kind of blind, but
your eyes were not that bad yet the first time.
No, the first time no. The last time, yes.
Yes. The first time no. But and was it the
But it is very dangerous.
It was the second time, the one and dine, I lost you through the water station.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We came in, I was behind you, and I stopped.
You went to the right because you wanted your Powerade.
Right, because as we were running, the water alone, doesn't replace electrolytes as much, but the Powerade is just too sugary or something.
I can't drink it. It makes me
So I usually drink a Powerade in a cup of water. So when I went to get, I guess, the Powerade.
You were to the right and I was to the left.
And I looked up and I had seen her till I put my head down and I looked up and she was gone and you just kept going. And we had our phones, didn't we? Because I think I called you.
Yeah, you called
me. Because I went past the water to get out of everybody's way and was standing beside.
So I took off running because I thought I had missed you.
So anyways, so I called her and she's half a mile up.
Oh, I was not that far.
You were up that hill.
Mile, maybe. Was I?
Yes.
Oh, well, then I waited for you, didn't I?
No.
Oh.
No. You didn't wait for me.
Sorry.
I chased after you.
Okay.
You're like, I gotta keep going. And so I ran, and word of advice,
It's
if you're
not like I
chasing
run-
somebody
it's
in
not
a
like I-
half marathon,
It's not like I
you
run
don't have
fast.
to catch them in the first 10 seconds. I sprinted up the hill to catch up to her. So needless to say, my legs were a little dead by the time I caught up to you.
This was wine and dine, right?
That was one and dine. But anyways, when you go through the water, if you get your water, get off to the side, drink your water.
Yeah.
It works as a quick little break. You stop for 2-3 minutes.
Not even that long.
But that little bit of rest lets your body kind of
Kind of like
settle.
reset yourself,
Yeah.
let your heart rate drop some. Yeah.
And so then you can continue on. And they, like in the Disney races, they have the water every 2 to 3 miles.
So I don't know at what point I had that epiphany about
That there's something every half mile.
every quarter. Remember, it's like
thought it
a
was half.
character, and then it's a water, and then it's like a band.
Yeah, there's basically, I thought it's half or quarter. I don't remember, but it was like after the last race that you told me that, I'm like, oh, well, that would have been useful in the long run to kind of help get an idea, because you're running, you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you don't know how far. Like it's,
I don't know. I have a hard time, like when we're running around here, I have a hard time.
the distance. There's no big sign that says you've made it to mile 1.
Like
You've made it to mile
the
2.
mental thing of like, okay, you've done a mile, you've done 4 miles, you've done 7 miles. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, I need to know where I am and how much further I need to go.
No, it helps to see the big sign that says you. And I know I've got it on my watch.
That's what it is. It's character, water, some form of music or some entertainment, DJ, whatever. Sometimes those bands freak me out with. I mean, they're great. Don't get me wrong. I love them. They give you a lot of energy. But like, if I'm not paying attention and all of a sudden they bang those drums, sometimes it catches me off guard. But anyway, and then it's the mile marker. So it's something every quarter of a mile. So I don't know. It helps break up the monotonous of the highway.
Yes.
So I feel like that is, I don't know, it helps you along. On the race course. Around here, I don't know, I just have a very hard time.
Well,
I don't know.
We don't have a great town to run it. Like, I don't feel like we have paths.
Yeah.
But there's so many hills on those paths that are significant. Like, I mean, we talked about we had a 40-foot elevation gain. If we run down the parkway, that's like a 60-foot elevation gain in
I'm not looking
half a mile. I mean, that's not running. That's mountain climbing. I mean, it's not that much, but
maybe for a walk or something.
We've walked it before, and it's not that bad. But to try to run, I ran it once when you were in New Jersey that one summer, and that was miserable.
Yeah, I'm not looking to do that. But today's our rest day.
Needed it after last night.
Well, I mean, yesterday we ran that
hour 15,
right, and then I took a nap for a little bit, and then I played in an alumni softball game, so that was fun. It was another 2 hours on my feet playing sport.
Yes.
But it was fun. My body is definitely tired and needs a rest today. I'm sure yours does too.
Yeah.
So today's our rest day. We have nothing planned. Just getting things organized for the week.
To do it again.
All over again.
All right. Well, that was our.
Yep. So that was our recap for the week. So training week 4 is done. We're on to week 5, and that's about it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Well, keep going, guys, and be magical, and we'll see you real soon.